I have made so many videos in regards to Jayne Kennedy's memoir that came out in September, Plain Jayne. She's currently on a tour right now, doing a book tour, hoping she comes to Texas. But I've concluded this and I've gone through and I'm just rereading some the stories that she has in here, and a lot of gems that she dropped throughout her life and career and growing up in Wickliffe, Ohio, and family and so much stuff. But there's a part in this book that I was unaware of in chapter 40, and she talks about representation matters. And as I'm reading the beginning parts of this chapter, I realize that in this book, it is a quote that I said about her when I was on a platform of Dr. Tachi's show, Be More in January of 2022, when we were talking about Martin Luther King's legacy and what I am doing to uplift others of color and representation that mattered. And I had mentioned her. And instead of me reading it to you, I want you to see the quote that she put in here, word for word, bar for bar, that I said on Dr. Tachi's platform. And I'm so grateful for my friend, Jayne Kennedy, to share this as well as her story. And it's so important that y'all go and pick up her book, available now on Amazon, and follow her on her journey and see what city she's going to be in next and talk about her memoir, Plain Jayne. Watch this.
I wanted to ask you, since we're here on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s celebrating his birthday and his life and his legacy, I wanted to ask you this, because this is going up today. I'm going to put this up today.
Awesome.
How is what you're doing uplifting his legacy? How is what you're doing with media, the podcasting, and now exploring the documentary and video side of what you're doing? How are you working to uplift his legacy?
Representation matters. I want young Black girls or Black women my age that think that they do not have a chance or it's too late for them, to know that it's not too late for them. Black women, we need to know that we have a voice and we can use it for good. And that's what Martin Luther King did. He used his voice for good. He used his voice for justice. He used his voice for people to be free, to be equal. And with this platform, I like I said, I want to always create a safe space, but I always want to inspire people. I want to inspire women. I can give you a quick story real quick, who inspired me when it came to this. And yes, Oprah was part of it. But back in the day when, a young girl watching the sports on TV and everything else, there was an amazing woman that was on there named Jayne Kennedy Overton. And I follow her on Instagram. And she was the first Black woman I saw to have a microphone, and she's talking sports. Well, I was already in love with sports. But you got a sister on here that's talking about football? It's surrounded by a majority at that time of white men. Dr. Tachi back in the day, you didn't see a person of color, let alone a woman, holding a microphone, talking about sports, right? So I was hooked. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks just like me. And then fast forward years later, you have Oprah that came on in 1986 with her own show. Wait a minute. A Black woman got her own show? She had her own audience? Are you kidding me? And then in the late 80s, early 90s, you have another sports figure on there, Robin Roberts, on Sports Center.
Right.
So it's just like things that I loved, and seeing that as a young girl going into a preteen, going into a teen, seeing that someone that looks like me, my color, my lips, my nose, my shade, the coarse hair, all of that. And seeing that on TV, I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I can do this.